We have here the Boyamic 2, which I believe is the first professional vlogging mic with an integrated AI noise cancelling feature. And this is capable of recording wave files with 32-bit float. Now, this is packed with lots of perks matching that or even exceeding other brands, but at a lower price. Guaranteed lower price. This microphone is said to be trained to suppress 700,000 types of noise to isolate only your voice. Let's give it a test here. Right now, you're hearing me through my iPhone's microphone, and I'm raising my voice because I know that the background noise is a little too loud. Now let's try the Boyamic 2. So this time, you're hearing me through the Boyamic 2 with strong AI noise cancellation turned on. If you're out in the streets, by buses, by jeepneys, or a lot of noise in general, just turn on strong AI noise cancelling of this microphone. It's just gonna do a good job with isolating your voice, and thanks to its AI onboard noise cancellation, if we were out in the streets, this is how it will isolate my voice, or your voice if you do get the Boyamic 2. The AI noise reduction feature automatically adapts to your environment, canceling out many different background noises. So you could be on the street, in a train, or around a noisy fan, and this will adjust accordingly. This has outputs for monitoring and connecting this to your camera, paired with a right-angled 3.5mm audio cable. Moving on, this has an AMOLED screen that's really very crisp and clear to the eye. You get to monitor your mic volumes and see if your mics are recording. You could also see EQ presets enabled and many more other options you may explore. Now let's check out the screen navigation. So right now, you're hearing me from the Boya Mini connected to my iPhone. And we're going to be exploring the AMOLED screen of this Boyamic 2. So it's really easy to navigate through the screen. Just swipe to the right if you want to access transmitter 1 and the basic settings like recording and mute along with noise cancellation. Same goes if you swipe to the left, you will be able to access the basic settings of the transmitter number 2. So it's really very easy. Now once you get to the home page, I basically call it the home page or the basic dashboard, you can swipe down and you'll have more settings here for the transmitter, more settings for the receiver, and more general settings to adjust like date and time, language, and so on and so forth. Now let's access the transmitter here. Oh, I already have it with EQs, but anyways, you'll have settings for the LED indicator, input gain. I'm just gonna go through them real quick here. Auto recording, storage, 32-bit float recording. So yep, you can activate or deactivate that one. What more do we have? We have TX lock. If you don't want your transmitter to be accidentally changed in terms of settings, you can lock it. And for the EQ, let's move on to the next segment. I love how the Boyamic 2 comes with EQ presets that you may activate. Now you get low pass filters, which I think is perfect for proximity effect, basically cutting down the bass pickup when you need this to sound clearer and less muddy speaking in front of the microphone. Let's test them out. I think one of the biggest game changers of this microphone is its EQ presets. So you have the original pickup right there that picks up basically everything from the low end to the highs. But if you do a low cut here, it's going to cut 75 hertz off of your recording. So this is especially useful if there's a lot of low hums in your background, like you're inside a train or inside a diesel engine vehicle. It's gonna make a lot of noise. So if you do a low cut by 75 hertz, it's going to take the 75 hertz and below away from your recording. Same goes for the low cut here at 150 hertz, basically cutting out 150 hertz from your recording, making your voice sound a lot cleaner. Now, let's move on to the next. We have here vocal boost as well, which I believe increases the upper mids, just so your voice will have a lot more presence in the mix. And you also have a custom EQ here, which you can customize through the Boya Central app on either Android or on iOS. Now, on this app, yes, you can boost the bass or you can boost the mids or highs of your recording. And I think that is one of the game changers if you have a deep voice and you want to add in more presence, or if you have a female voice that is a little bit too boosted in the highs, or there's a lot of sibilance in your voice, you could add in some bass there. So let's move on. Now looking at the app here, you may freely tweak EQ and toggle through other settings like automatic gain and 32-bit float recording. You may also upgrade the device's firmware from here as well. You may cycle through recording modes from here, be it stereo, mono, or safety track, and adjust output gain as well, basically making it easier to navigate through the mic's settings through your phone itself. Now, back to 32-bit float recording. These microphones have onboard memory in each one, capable of recording 870 minutes. Again, in each of these microphones for a total of 1,700 minutes. This is essential for high interference areas where mics may find it difficult connecting to the receiver due to lots of interferences. And these interferences may cause breakage in audio, but since you may record from the microphone itself, you do not have to worry about losing your audio as it is saved on the onboard memory of the microphone. Basically, you're gonna get a backup. Also, if you unplug the receiver by accident from the recording device, you will have backup audio. The Boyamic 2 can connect with multiple receivers in case you need to record with lots of devices. You may have a total of 4 receivers feeding recordings into 4 devices at once. Oh, by the way, extra receivers are sold separately. Now, the receiver and transmitter is advertised to connect at even 300 meters away in open space. I'm not sure where or when you're going to need 300 meters of distance, but that's a pretty cool capability to have. The mic comes with other features like automatic gain control, limiter, and safety track to ensure you get an allowance for when you set the mic too high in gain. Now, most of the mics you get are way beyond the price of the Boyamic 2 and has a signal to noise ratio of only 70. Now, the lower the number, the louder the static you'd hear in the background, so the higher the number is better. And Boyamic 2 has a signal to noise ratio of 90 decibels. Again, let me reiterate, this is cheaper than other mics in the market. Now, out of the box, you get tons of perks and add-ons, starting with a charging case with 2 mics, 1 receiver, 2 adapters, either Lightning or USB-C, 1 audio cable for your camera, 1 USB-C cable, 2 lav mics, 2 foam caps, 2 clips, 2 dead cats, and 2 magnets to clip the transmitters onto your shirt. I like that the charging case accommodates the receiver with an adapter attached, so you don't have to disconnect them when storing it. Now, this is not the case though with the dead cats, which you should remove when storing in the transmitters. Moving on, I love the implementation of the positions of the connectors. So when you're recording, you get to see audio levels. In my first collaboration with Boya, they sent me the Boya Mini, which is what I use for keyboard ASMRs. Now, it's just one of the cleanest mini microphones that you can get without breaking the bank. And now this, boy oh boy, am I really a huge fan and believer of Boya. And I'm not being paid to say this. As a content creator who does tons of recording each and every damn day of my life, this is a game changer. And the 32-bit float recording is precisely what will change the game, not only for me, but also for my video editor who sometimes has to deal with my bad voiceovers. But hopefully not anymore. Check the links below on where to get your Boyamic 2, and I'll see you around. If you got any questions, let me know in the comment section.